Congressman Matt Gaetz is one of those lawmakers. He joins us now to weigh in. Good morning, Congressman.
Good morning.
Let me ask you, there is a lot of talk of Jeff Sessions. Is it time for Attorney General Jeff Sessions to step down?
Well, it's absolutely time for Jeff Sessions to either appoint a second special counsel like so many Republicans have called for, or have someone step into that job that can actually do the job. But this is evidence of the fact that Democrats are very good at always accusing Republicans of the things that they themselves do. They accuse Trump of collusion with Russia, all the while Hillary Clinton is filling out deposit slips and looking the other way on the Uranium One deal. They accuse Trump of obstruction of justice, and you've got people at the Department of Justice and the FBI clearing the way for Hillary Clinton. Now you got folks saying, oh, Trump can't be trusted with the intelligence community. Well, it's some of the very people at the FBI and Department of Justice that were prejudicing against Trump and engaged in these improper acts. We cannot have the people currently at the Department of Justice and FBI investigate themselves. That's why Jim Jordan and Lee Zeldin and so many Republicans have joined me in calling for a second special counsel so that we can actually have some consequences for these very bad acts that the American people have learned about.
Congressman, there's been a lot of conversation about Michael Horowitz, the Inspector General at the DOJ. Some people like Trey Gowdy have expressed faith in his ability to investigate that. Do you feel like this Inspector General's report will be insufficient, hence calling for a special counsel?
Well, I think it'll be very helpful to illuminate the facts, but unfortunately the Inspector General can't actually bring charges. I don't want these latest scandals to look like the Benghazi investigation, where we learn all about the bad things that happened, but then no one ever faces a consequence or goes to jail for the very bad things that occurred. And so my suspicion is that we will learn a lot of very helpful things from the Inspector General's report, but then we need to use that information and the information that Congress has uncovered and actually bring charges for obstruction of justice and abuse of process and deprivation of rights under the color of law against the very people who were clearing the way for Hillary Clinton and then manifesting their bias against President Trump.
Congressman, we're going to get a report here in the not too distant future about Andrew McCabe, the Deputy Director at the Department of Justice. Is he one of those people that possibly could face charges for obstruction of justice based on what you're learning?
Well, I had the chance to be involved in a closed-door deposition of Andrew McCabe, and it's my belief that he was one of the biggest alligators in the swamp. Andrew McCabe actually had to leave his position as a consequence of information that was learned during this investigation. I think that was the right decision, and unquestionably, we should be releasing the information that would allow us to be able to bring prosecutorial charges against folks who broke the law.
Congressman, you know, a lot of this is around the FISA. Another aspect of this is the FISA process. You and some others have called for the actual transcripts of those FISA applications and processes to be released. Are we any closer to? We've seen memos on it. We haven't seen the actual applications. Will we see them?
I think we should. I think the Intelligence Committee should work with the administration to release the portions of the FISA application that don't disclose the sources and methods of intelligence collection. The reason that's so important is that the Adam Schiff memo states things that are verifiably untrue. And so if we were able to get the FISA application into the public square, I think we could instill confidence in the American people that the FBI and Department of Justice were biased against the president, they were making misrepresentations to the court, and then we'll be able to know which individuals we have to get rid of to really drain this swamp and restore confidence in these critical institutions to our republic.
Congressman, thank you. Thank you for joining us, and always good to get your insights. You are certainly in the center of a storm in the swamp. Thank you.
Thank you. Sir. Thank you.